I just got to point out for my specific application, I got to take the seat belts completely out. Now you don't usually have to. If you're just going to remove the seats themselves, you could take the seat belt from here. There's a little notch right there. The seat belt could slide out of there. You just got to remove this from behind. So right back there is where you would remove that from. I got to take these off. So I'm going to show you how to take these little tabs off. These are really simple. I got this panel removal tool. Pry that sensor piece right out. Okay, once I do that, I can grab that, pull that out with my hand, just like that. And that's exactly what it is, right inside there. And then there's another one right there. There's actually some over there too. I already took them out. And once I take those out, I can lift this cover up. This cover comes up. There's going to be a bolt right under there. See that? We're going to get those two bolts out. They're probably like 17s. But I'll be right back to do those. After I got those out, there's 4 of them. I still couldn't get this out because the C-pillar is in the way. So the C-pillar has this, which was just 4, pretty much 2 clips, and I just unclipped it. This came off, and then there are these 8mm. That one's hard to see. It's up there. 2, and then there's 3. So there's 3 8mm bolts holding this C-pillar on, and then the C-pillar slides forward to come out. I already got that side out. Okay, so I'm going to do this one. Once I take that out, this piece is holding the bolt right there for the seat belt. There's the other one. I'm going to get those 2 out. And then I'm going to slide this whole piece forward. Take that whole thing out, okay? Because that one has to come out. With the 8mm bolts out, this should just pretty much slide forward. It has some tabs here. Just put this forward. Okay. And this comes right out. That loosens up this, and this whole thing comes right out too. So once that's out, I'll be able to just clean all up in there, see what kind of speakers I got in there, and that's a separate project. The audio for this car is going to be serious, so that's going to be a project in itself. All right, so it's coming right along. Not hard, man. Just some bolts. Got to make sure you have the right equipment for the job, the right tools. There are 8mm bolts holding this on. There's some tabs that were holding this in there. Same thing on the other side. Now I got these 17mm seatbelt bolts. I can take the seat belts out, and then the seats can come completely out, and then I could continue with the job. All right, so let me knock that out. I'll be right back. All right, let's get to these doors. I got the other door off on the other side, so I'm gonna just show you guys. Pretty much these doors are very simple to get off. On this design, they did it pretty simple. First thing you're going to want to do is on the door handle. Okay, there's a little tab there. You want to take that out, and there's going to be a Phillips head screw in there. All right, so there goes the Phillips head screw that's there after you take out the tab. All I gotta do is take that out. Once you get that Phillips head screw out, use a pry tool, flat one, and then you want to just pry this out and remove the trim. on the bottom of the door, there's gonna be where the door light is. That little housing there. That little light fixture has to come out. There's a wire that's attached to it that's gonna be holding the door. So that wire has to come out in order for the door to be released. So on the other side, I went ahead and got the light fixture out. It has these tabs that are locking it in. So that's what you're trying to pry out. Just to give you an idea, you have to push these in. See? These you push in. And that releases them from how it's locked up there. So once you do that, you could do it with the same pry tool. Once you do that, you should be good to go, and then I'll show you how to get the rest of the door off. Here's the connector from the door. Once you take it out, all right, push those tabs in. Remember that? That was plugged into this, and that's the light there. So that's why you needed to take this off. Now for the most part, the rest of it is just pretty much clips that are around the door panel. So you can grab, grab hold, and if you want, you could even use the panel popper, wedge it in there, and just give it like a to the side, spin it, and it'll help you just start breaking the door panel apart. The clips are just pretty strong, so you just pretty much break it down from this side, start working it down here, start pulling it here, pull it there, come up here, give it a pull. Up here, what you got to watch for, this lifts up. So when you get to that part, you're going to lift this up, and you see this little metal trim right here. All around here, you're going to pull away from that, because it kind of clips into that too. All right, that's going to be hard to show you with one hand, but pretty much it's just pull apart. There's nothing metal in there, there's nothing that's going to break. These clips are pretty strong. If they do break, you can just replace them. You can start yourself off, like I said, with something to pry it, and then just break it and then come across. I'll be right back. Okay, all right, so here's the door panel when the clips are off. That's where it was pretty much clipped on, or where you see those holes, and these are pretty much the clips. So there go the clips. They're decent size, so that's why it was strongly held to the panel, and that's all you were pretty much doing all around, popping those off. This is the door latch. It goes in there, so you had to lift that over. Remember I was telling you that had to be lifted over. And then when you have the back side of the panel, there are a couple of harnesses that you have to take off. So all you got to do is take those off. They're squeeze harnesses. Push in there and you can take that off. This one pulls pretty much out. It's the speaker wires, and once you take those off, the door is off. There you go. All right, it's time to get the front seats out of here. We already got the back seats out. So for the front seats, first thing we want to do is, there's some bolts down here. They're Torx. I already got some PB Blaster on there because they were kind of bad. There's two of them. Those are T45s. Alright, so pretty much two T45s, going to take those out. I'm just going to go ahead and get them out, and then I'll show you how to do raise the seat forward and get the ones in the back out. To get the rear bolts out, you're going to have to push the seat forward. Let's push it forward as far as it could go. You want to expose the bolts in the rear. raise this too forward. Now when you get to the back bolts on the seat, they're still T45s. They're covered by this. You see this little thing here goes in that little tab goes in that hole, so that's how it locks in, just like how it is on the other side. And to get them off, they're just clips on the bottom. Those clips right there, you just can get them off with your panel tool, and they come right off. So you can expose the bolts, take the bolts off. Once those two are off, the seats can come out. This is a pretty simple job. All right, there's another bolt you got to take off. Is a T45, is on the side right there. That's what's holding this seat belt wire that adjusts the seat belt when you move forward and backwards. That has to come out too. The T45, just gotta get that off, and then the seat can come out. That's the only bolt that's holding it, besides the other four that we already took out. Okay, so now we get a little bit more of an idea of everything out. I got that one door panel still left to come off. I got the seats out, the back seats out, doors off. Now you just got to start cleaning. This is the most important thing right now. Forget everything else, just clean. Got to figure out what I'm gonna do with the carpet. It's got to be black by next week, so I'll show you how to do that. Got to get that whole console out. That's the next step right now, is to get that center console out, get that glove box out, and get that under dash piece out right there. So for the most part, this comes off. I pry this off, this will move forward to get access to that. Okay, once you get access to that, you got two screws right there that got to come out, Phillips heads. Once you take those out, this whole thing could come off, and then I'll start getting the rest of this console out. All right, I'm gonna start hopping to that right now.